guys. Good afternoon. I just had a really lovely lunch, and Davy's been keeping me amused. She's been running around everywhere. Open the door, closing it, open the door, closing it. She's been having fun. But anyway, guys, the tarot cards, isn't it? Most people, it's the tools that we use, and they begin to start like a game of cards. That's how they started. And then they evolve. I'm not going to go into detail, otherwise the video could be too long, and it's quite deep information. Then it began to be used for the divinatory arts, very ancient. So it's kind of like the first cards, apart from candle reading and tea leaves reading, that our ancestors used to use. There is another technique used with rice. I'll show you. That's quite fun as well. You just get some rice through it, and you can do a reading. It's brilliant. But anyway, I'll show that to you at some other point. But the trio, the tarot cards, what is fascinating about it is that they haven't told us exactly what it means. Yeah, and they haven't actually put the card of freedom of your soul, which they took it out because they didn't want the soul to be free. So it's designed by the metrics to be able to use it as a divinatory tool to see your future in the metrics, but not to exit the metrics, which is what my cards, the superconscious cards, which I designed, they pick your journey from entering the matrix till you break free. So they picked all the stages and all the blockages. So when I do a reading, I can identify where somebody is on the journey and what blockages I need to remove. So a tarot cards, they don't do that. However, if you're a very good psychic and if you know the truth of the tarot cards, they can be used as well. I mean, I can use them if I want to do a reading with the tarot cards. I can use it. I just lost my pack. I think Divi's hidden it because you see, Divi is programmed to protect me, and the tarot cards are not good. So last time I bought a pack, she just wrecked them. Today I had somebody from probation coming to see me, and I know it's ridiculous. And obviously they're reptilian, so I had to get. She was just going for. I mean, my husband had to entertain him because Stevie just was gonna attack the reptilian. There's no way a reptilian enters my house, so I had to take her out into the garden, and I got honestly all a scratch on my. Never mind. I got injured about my baby because she wanted to go for the reptilian. So she's giving me a really exciting morning. So each card depicts our journey of disconnection, not as connection to the soul, but of disconnection, and how they took our soul and put her onto the mind prison, what they call the kingdom, to be able to create the matrix. I know. Before you watch this video, if you haven't seen the video of what happened at the beginning, then stop and watch it. Otherwise, this is very deep knowledge and you're not going to understand it. You need to understand who the originators are. Yeah? And if you understand who the originators are, then you're able to comprehend what I'm going to go and explain. I'm putting the link. The link is there on the post for you to watch it. I actually drawn and painted. This is just a photocopy of it because it's on the cup or my art, and I couldn't be bothered to go, and it's just hidden away. So I couldn't bothered to go and unpack everything. So I printed out a copy of it. This is my painting of the Tree of Life, and I'll show you how basically, as you see, the Tree of Life is the left, the right, and the center, and there is paths for going from one. This is called Sephiroth, so it's bubble. It's called Sephiroth, and then it's the Kabbalistic Tree of Life, and then you go from here to here to here. You go through the journey, yeah. And believe it or not, guys, one of my spiritual experiences, when I got taken over and I went to the middle of nowhere and I began to walk, and then I realized that I was walking the path of the Tree of Life, but I was exiting. It was incredible because the street names became the path of the Tree of Life. I couldn't believe it. It was incredible what I went through. 5 hours to walk the whole path. 5 hours. I was a bit tired at the end. Yeah, and that's the thing with the source. If you want to learn something, you need to experience the truth. So you want to know what the path is, what the tarot cards mean? Well, you're going to have to experience what the path. That is the amazing thing about the source. You experience, you know it's true. somebody said to me, somebody got upset with me because he was asking me for help, and I told him with the source is saying that you need to actually, the videos you do, you need to portray yourself, you need to put your face, because at the moment you put in an image and people want to see you. And he got upset with me, saying, I don't want to put my face. I said, okay, I was. I said, fine. Yeah, and then he said me, he said, I don't want to charge for this, but he's always broke and he hasn't even got the tools. And I sent him the video about, the Pollock's money dilemma, which talks about the reason why, people deserve to get paid, because nobody is real. So what you give to somebody, you give it to yourself. And then he sent me a message saying, oh, do you think I'm always right? And I thought, I'm not going to feed him because he's been taken over by the matrix, so I just block him. And people keep doing this. They see themselves as separate, like if somebody is trying to, I don't know. You're not separate. Whatever is being told to you, you're creating that reality. So nobody is trying to harm you or be nasty to you. You're basically telling that to yourself. You know what I mean? I never, whenever I'm speaking with somebody, I never take anything personal, because that reality was supposed to be happen. When Jamor told me the truth, and sometimes I think it's a bit in the past a bit hurtful, but I never reacted because I knew it was correct. Yeah. Well, at times I got grumpy, but eventually, I realized that he is part of me. He is an aspect of me talking to myself, which is my reflection of the male side, like I'm his reflection of the female side. So anyway, right, the tarot cards. I'm not going to go through each of them. I'm just going to give you a brief summary of it, so you understand exactly what I mean. And is in here, you see on the top we've got the crown, and the crown is the god, the originators crowning them as of God. And then on this side, on the left side, we've got understanding, strength, and splendor, and that's the male of originator, putting him in a pedestal. I'm a splendor, yeah, and strength. I understand everything. And then we go to the female originator. Well, wisdom, she's wise, she's merciful, she's victorious, yeah. So they are like, like the snakes on the road, yeah, the two of them, and that would be the middle, yeah, and the middle would be the matrix, having taken possession of the soul. So if we go here, we've got the card of the fool, going to access the wisdom of the lie, basically, yeah. And you see, so the fool is us. We were a fool when we got disconnected, yeah. So the tarot cards means us. We were fool. The magos, which is in here, as a mago that understood and got the crown, is the male of originator with the chariot, which is here, which is the polarity, the black and white horse. And without going into much detail, if we go here, we've got lust, which is the sexual drives of the reptilians, and here we've actually got the tower, the devil. Basically, here is where our soul is trapped in the tree of life, right at the bottom, which is at the bottom of the spine, which when the Kundalini rises, is that trap energy that rises up to match with the spirit. So here, here is, for example, the wheel, where we turn the wheel from actually going towards the source to going towards the matrix. So it's all a code, and that's what the tarot means exactly. How our journey of, again, it could take a few sessions to explain all of this, and because lots of people want to do proper readings and 100 accurate. I've been asked to if I can teach a course, and I used to do that a long time ago. So yes, absolutely, I've got an 8-week course which is very, very cheap, and you can pay by installments, guys, where you will learn all the secrets of the Kabbalistic tree, all the secrets of the tarot cards, readings that nobody knows how to read them. It's like usually the tarot card uses the cross, which is very good, but there are other readings that you can use that are amazing and mind-blowing that you can use for your clients, and that will make you will be different. That will make people come to you. Here I've got the other. It was one of my drawings on web, but this one, it was small and I made it big, so it doesn't look very good, but never mind. As you can see, is the tree of life, and here are the roots, and that as the crown which the originators crown themselves are gods, and they reverse the tree, and that's depicted by the hangman. You're hung, you're basically upside down. You're not seeing the light, you're seeing the darkness, and it's got things, names on those sephiros there, Elohim, Elijah, and Adonai, and those are the names that they use on the Masonic system uses on the ritualists, and it's names for the female originator and for the male originator to worship them, because they're full of pompous shite, that they need to be praised and to feel that they are somebody. So that is basically it, what I wanted to tell you guys, that yeah, absolutely, you can use the tarot cards, but only if somebody explains to you what it means. The tarot cards, they've been used a lot. That's why Divi doesn't like them, and she destroyed them. I need to get that back and to teach it, obviously, and hide it somewhere. But she's very smart. She's very smart. She opens everything with her little paws, and that she managed to open a drawer. She don't know what she was looking at. Toilet paper, and she wrecked it. I think I put a photo of her, on the paper, wrecking everything. She just loves wrecking things anyway. So I'll get the pack, and if you get, you give, and please do not do that. This is for you to know. This is not for you to do. Don't go on the black magical arts. Don't go and become like the Matrix guys. Don't be resentful and nasty. We are one with the source. We are love. I'm telling you this so you're aware of what they use, and not for you to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna bounce back. So don't do it. And if you get a pack of the tarot cards, and for example, take the High Priestess, and you give it to somebody that you're in charge of their soul. Yeah. And I remember when my previous coaches, which were reptilian, gave me a pack of a very good cards, the ones that Napoleon used to use by his clairvoyant that he used. And there was one card missing, which was the High Priestess, or it was called Eve, which is the one who does the reading. Yeah. Who request for the reading, and I was looking. I said, "Well, what is that card?" I thought, we don't need it. And then I realized that the source told me that's what they're doing. Or if you take the sun, you take the spade from them, you get the life force. Things like that. You can do really bad things. The tarot cards are coded that way, so they're coded by the matrix to be used on the black magical arts. So it's that's what I'm saying. Be very careful if you use them, guys. Know the true meaning. Learn from me, guys. What I'm doing is, this kind of courses. I know that some of psychics that they do actually short courses, and they work with the spirit world, not with the sword, and not the light. And they charge about £65 per hour. I think that's ridiculous, actually, and they don't really teach anything. So anyway, guys, I hope this is useful, and that you'll understand a bit more of the tarot cards. I'm gonna do a record on pain, because some of you are being self-sabotaged, so go to West the Wisdom, getting headaches, getting pain here, there. So I'm gonna put together the most powerful records. So not only for pain, but to be energized, to have energy, the source energy. So I shall do that and put it at the gate, guys. Till next video, with all the love in my heart. As always, loving you deeply and unconditionally. Goodbye. Don't forget to watch the fan movie, because some of the videos I do is to awaken your fan parts, because the Matrix is really, really boring. Really, really boring. It's not having fun with the Matrix. I've met the self-aware entity of the Matrix. It could so boring. I told him to go and have a joint or an ecstasy or something, just to be funny. One day some drugs. They're so negative, and we are surrounded with that energy. We need to laugh and have some fun, and some of my videos are designed to awaken your fun parts, guys. So watch the one of the mystery of the case, the one that's got like the Sherlock Holmes picture, and you'll see that it transforms your energy. It's great fun. And loving you unconditionally as always. I'll block somebody else at the gate. I tell you what, your family will tell you everything. I put that post. It's like, I don't understand what people who hasn't got coaches, they go and tell others that they need coaches when they don't have a coach. I think that's hypocritical, really. Yeah. And somebody touched her nail, she hasn't got a coach. Oh my God, she gave me a summary. Really grumpy, block her. You know what I mean? We don't want that energy at the gate, because if the truth hurts, just be humble, grow up and admit it. You're being a hypocrite. Yeah, how dare you go there and tell somebody you need a coach? And what I mean by a coach, I mean somebody that teaches somebody like how to live spiritually and things like that, like I do. I'm not talking about a coach of other manner that sometimes, you might not need a coach because of what you're teaching. I'm talking doing this, if you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, till next video, with all the love in my heart. Goodbye.